Hey everyone, this is Sophie. She's going to help me with the video today. So in this video, we're going to be covering how to make DIY, do-it-yourself guinea pig fleece liners. And this is one that I actually made myself that Sophie's on. So they're not just great like for the pen, they're great for when you're holding your guinea pig, whether it be up here or on your lap too. I'm actually going to make the videos in a 4-part series. So in this one, we're going to be covering what you need to get started making your DIY guinea pig fleece liners. And just putting it out there right away, I'm not a professional seamstress or anything like that. I'm making my guinea pig fleece liners for my own guinea pigs. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And I wanted to make this series as a beginner's guide for people who also want to maybe make their own guinea pig fleece liners for their guinea pigs. It's really fun to do, and I know you know me just by watching my videos, but I'm that kind of person that if I can do it myself, I would love to try it. So I did, and coming up is a few things of what you'll need for your guinea pig fleece liners. Now, Sophie, I'm going to set you down. I just want to show you a few quick. So this is a 12 by 12, and that's what I had Sophie on. I just have a solid back. These are 20 by 20s that I made, just to give you kind of a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing here. And my guinea pig pen is 6 feet by 5 feet long. So I made this really big one too. And when I cut it out, it was a 40 by 60. So you can make them any size you want. That's the really cool thing about making your own stuff. So I just wanted to show you a few things of what I made so far. And let's get into it. So you will need a sewing machine. Mine is a Singer sewing machine. This is a semi-heavy duty model. If you don't have one, I would definitely recommend somewhat of a heavy duty model, if not one like this. If you get one that's kind of just like the cheaper version, you know, like the cheap one, it could definitely break, and you don't want that. So with sewing though, you need obviously a button for the reverse to do the reverse thread. And you need one with a straight stitch. Who is doing that? Peanut. Chewing on the boxes back there. So as far as a sewing machine, that's kind of like the basic things that you need for that. Now moving on, I'm going to go over what you actually need to go with like the sewing machine and the sewing stuff. Then we'll do the U-Haul pad and the types of fleece. So you need a measuring tape, and I recommend getting a flat type measuring tape, so one that lays flat like this. This one here is 120 inches. These two here are 60 inches long. So they were only like a couple dollars each. I got them at Joann's. Or this here, it's like a little retractable one. See, like that. This is also 60 inches. So if you don't want the flat ones, this one I would recommend too. I do not recommend just using like your regular measuring tape, because I tried that and the measurements were wrong. So you definitely need a flat one. A few things to go along with the sewing machine. So I got these at Joann's too, or they have them on Amazon, but these are extra Singer needles. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's 100 over 16, and these are like the heaviest needles that I could find. You're going to be sewing through 3 layers of fabric, 2 fleece and 1 U-Haul, so you need a needle that will be able to do that. Also, if you're not very experienced with a sewing machine, I actually got mine off of Facebook Marketplace a little bit before I started doing the guinea pig fleece liners, so I pretty much had to give myself a course in how to sew on a sewing machine. And I know that might sound funny to some people, but you know, it's never too late to learn different things. And I really wanted to do this. So I pretty much learned everything to do with the sewing machine and how to take care of it. So as far as with the needles, you do need to switch those out every now and then. You know, if they're getting dull, you definitely need to switch them out to be able to pierce through, you know, the 3 layers that you're doing. So with that too, not all sewing machines need this, but if they do, you need sewing machine oil. And of course I have it in a bag in case it leaks. But this is Singer all-purpose machine oil, it says on it. I got this for about $5, $6 at Joann's. So again, it's not very expensive, but if your machine needs it, you definitely need to do it, because mine at one point jammed up on me and all I had to do was oil it, and it, you know, it fixed the problem. So with that, I recommend, you don't need to get a brush exactly like this, but it's a Singer, like an angled brush to clean your sewing machine, to, you know, get all that lint and everything out. The fleece especially is very linty, or, you know, it will get down into the sewing machine because it's thick fabric. So this you'll need. I have a pair of tweezers to help with like getting the bobbin thread up and different things like that. What else in here? Okay. I think that's about it with what is it? Oh my goodness. I just fed you guys. They're still hungry. So that's about it as far as oh, here's one more thing. With bobbins, on your sewing machine, you can, of course, rethread the individual bobbins on there if you want, or I only have 3 left in this pack, but if you see they're already threaded, and all you have to do is like pop it on, you know, once your bobbin thread runs out. It makes life a lot easier if you have these. But other things you may need. Thread. Thread is very important, and thread quality. What I use is Gutermann brand. It says it's 100% polyester. This is a bigger roll, 1,094 yards. This one is 547 yards. So the reason I choose this brand is because it is a high quality thread. It's a well-known brand. I used cotton thread before, and it just kept breaking on my sewing machine. I don't know how many other threads I used that was even cotton or polyester or anything. And they were lower quality thread, and they just kept breaking. So everything else on my sewing machine was fine. I had it threaded correctly. I tried like everything, and I went and I bought better quality thread, and I have not had a problem since. So, I mean, just because I use Gutermann does not mean you need to use it. I just want to explain why I use it and what I went through to get to this. So, if you don't want to use Gutermann, that's fine, but I do recommend a high quality thread. I recommend using either polyester, or even I heard of people using denim thread. Just make sure it's high quality. That's all I need to stress. All right. Other things that you need is scissors. These are sewing scissors made by Singer. This is a small one, like for cutting thread. This is to cut fabric with, this bigger one. And they're very, very sharp. So, I feel like I don't even need to say this, but if you have kids or pets, please, please, please keep all your sewing things away from anybody or anything that could get hurt. So kids, pets, etc. All right, moving on here. Other things that you will need for measuring, you'll need a ruler, a marker, and I already showed you the scissors, so that's for cutting later on. Once you have everything cut apart, you will need either pins or these are sewing clips. And I do recommend getting the clips, especially if you have small children that could get into your pins. But this is what they look like. You just clip them on all around. And this is a set of 100 pieces. I got this off Amazon for like $6 or $7. They're pretty affordable. So you'll need this. What else? All right, I think that's everything in my sewing kit. I was just trying to see if there's anything else that I missed. All right. So now we're going to move on to what to use for fleece and for an absorbent layer. So you're going to need one layer of an absorbent layer. I use U-Haul pads. It's a furniture pad, and I know this is, the cardboard inside kind of went crooked here, but this is what they look like. They're very big. And the size is 68 by 85 inches. I went to my local U-Haul pad store and got this for $8.95. The prices may vary from state to state, I don't know, but online I know they were more expensive because of shipping, so it was easier for me just to get them at the local U-Haul store. So you definitely want to go on Google or research if there is a U-Haul store near you first, and that could be easier than going online. But that is what I use for the absorbent layer. Now, for fleece, there are a few different options for fleece. It just depends how much you have to spend, pretty much. So I'm going to start with this here, and actually this one here, this is already made, but what I used is two tie-dye blankets I put together on here. And I got each of the tie-dye blankets I got from Walmart for like $3 or $3.50 each. This is probably the cheapest option that I could find. And if you go on, this isn't the only print that they had, but that's definitely a good option, at least to start out with. This cheetah print, it's a little bit softer, a little bit thicker. I also got this on Walmart, and this cost about $6 or $7. Both of them are 50 by 60 inches long. So, again, that's a good starter option. Another good starter option is if you just have kind of fleece laying around, if you want to call it that. I have 2 kids, and once they outgrew their blankets and they didn't want them anymore, I originally used them for the guinea pigs before I made my guinea pig fleece liners. These are what I had on top of just like absorbent, like another absorbent layer. But you can definitely make old blankets, fleece blankets, into guinea pig fleece liners, if you know. And this one here is just a really tiny one, but it's big enough to make like a small one out of. So now, if you do have a little bit of money that you want to spend and you want to do that, you can go to Joann's. All the fabric that I'm going to be showing you now on, it came from Joann's. If you do go that route, you want to either get anti-pill fabric, or I'm sorry, anti-pill fleece, or blizzard fleece for the fleece. So this is one. Here's some guinea pigs. And another thing is, when you go to a fabric store like Joann's, you do get to have a lot of different variety of the patterns. So like if you want guinea pigs or you want a specific pattern, they probably have at Joann's, over like Walmart. Now these other ones, oh, and then, I'm sorry, this here is anti-pill fleece. This is just solid. So what I usually do is I do the pattern on the top and then I do solid on the bottom, just so it saves a little bit of money, because on the bottom you're not really going to be looking at it. So here's navy blue. Here's a solid like sky blue. So a couple other ones, and these are my favorite. I love butterflies and sunflowers, but here's like a purple butterfly pattern. And here's a sunflower pattern, which I think is just really nice. I actually have the sunflowers in the guinea pig pen right now, but might be a little dirty because I just got it out, but that's what the sunflower looks like. And then I put yellow on the back, just to give you an example of kind of like what the finished product will look like. All right, so we went over everything you need to start making your guinea pig fleece liners. We went over what you need: a sewing machine, all the items needed for the sewing machine, the absorbent layer, all the different types of fleece, and where to possibly get it at. Now, just on a quick note before we leave, I am making this a 4-part series, and this is the first in 4 parts. So, of course, this video is what you need to get started making your DIY guinea pig fleece liners. The second one will be how to cut out your fleece and your U-Haul pads. The third is how to sew your guinea pig fleece liners together. And last but not least is how to wash and care for your guinea pig fleece liners. And I will be getting into exactly how to do that in the next 3 videos. So just to be on the lookout for those 3 videos. They'll be coming up after this one is aired. I'll try to do each one about a week. Each one will be every week if I can do that. So thank you for watching this. I hope this was helpful. And if you like this, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.